Hey everybody, my name is Sarah Tham. I am a Rodan+Fields consultant out of Raleigh, North Carolina. You are either watching this A, because you are interested in hearing some part of my Rodan+Fields journey, or B, because someone thinks that my story might resonate with you or might interest you a little bit, and they might want you to get a little bit more information from me. So either way, I'm happy to share my story with you. I'm going to just give you a little bit of background on me, and then I'll try to get into how my journey with Rodan+Fields has gone so far. Like I said, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I have been with Rodan+Fields a little bit over 4 years. I have two precious baby girls, Adelaide and Eloise. Adelaide is 5. She just started kindergarten this year, so that's been And Eloise is 3. Oh, hi. Here's one of the beautiful girls. Hi, baby. This is Adelaide, and she is a big part of my Rodan+Fields story. So, I love you. Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2 baby girls. That's the oldest one. I also have a very dreamy husband that I'm just mad about. Oh man, that just got all right. So, okay, 4 years with Rodan+Fields. That being said, I said no to the opportunity for almost 2 years. So doing the math, about 6 years ago, a very, very dear friend to me has started her business. And she came to me, she reached out, and she said, I just started this business. I think you'd be really great at it. At the time, I was pregnant with peanut number 1 right there. I was also at a desk job that I didn't love. And so I was tired, I was cranky, I was frustrated with my job. I was nervous about being a new mom. I was getting bigger every day. I was exhausted, obviously. And so I just was like not open to hearing about anything new at all. And, unfortunately, I wasn't open to hearing about it. I told her that. I said, look, I love you. I think it's great what you're doing, and I support you 1,000%. But I'm not interested at all. But I did support her, and I watched her on Facebook. I continued to get more pregnant. I continued to get, more tired, but I watched her, and I started to watch a few of our mutual friends join her, and they were having so much fun, and they were all having, different levels of success, and it looked really great. I thought it did look really great. So come the time for me to have, sweet girl there, it took me about, I don't even know, maybe like 0.7 seconds to take a look at her and just say to my husband, I'm not going back to that desk job or any job. Like, you, please don't, I can't be away from this child. And he understood completely. And luckily his job did afford us the luxury for me to be able to stay home. We moved a couple things around. We, budgeted a little bit differently. But we were going from a 2-paycheck home to a 1-paycheck home now, with an addition of a beautiful baby girl. So things were a little bit trickier, but we were fine. It was good. And I was like, knew my purpose. Like, motherhood was, I knew it. And I loved it. So that being said, time moving on, I'm still watching my friends, and a couple more are joining and doing great things. And so Adelaide's about 18 months old at this point. I've kind of finally gotten like the grip of it. And I'm sitting here watching a video on Facebook of this friend. Her name is Wendy. And she had just earned her first free car with the company. She's sitting in her driveway, and I just remember watching the video and being like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what? She had multiple children at this point, was, I think, pregnant with her 3rd. She has 4 now. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, like, she can do this. I can do this. Like, I can do this. Because at that point, I wasn't contributing, financially to the family, but it was more like I was missing something. Motherhood was where I belonged. I knew that. My husband was supportive in every way, but there was just something missing, and it wasn't necessarily the financial part. It was something, and I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but I thought this might be a way to find that out. So I sent her a text, and I remember it clear as day, being like, hey, all right, I'm not saying yes, but I'm saying I'm open to hearing about it. And so we we talked on the phone, and she said, why don't you talk to Dustin tonight and gather up some questions, and we can talk again tomorrow. And I remember thinking, as long as he doesn't say no, like, I already knew I was in. Like, I was listening to her talk, and I was just like, this is it. This sounds like everything I've been looking for. This is it. And so Dustin came home from work, and I kind of was like, so I kind of want to do this. And he was like, do it. Hit send or whatever. Let's do it. Like, why not? And I just remember thinking, why not? Like, why not? And so when Wendy and I talked the next day, it was like, I don't need any follow-up questions. I want to sign up. I want to go all in, which was the hardest part. And I'll tell you what, it was the hardest part for me to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it 100%. I might fail, but I'm all in, and I'm going to do it. But once I was in, and once I hit enroll, it hit me that, oh my gosh, I was 2 years behind in my mind at this point. Like, I had said no. I could have been already had this substantial business at this point. So I was all in. I decided, I sent an email to a few close girlfriends, and I said, look, you don't have to do this with me. You don't even have to buy any products from me, but I am going to do this, and I'm going to do it 100%. And I hope that you'll at least support me. Every single one of them was like, yeah, why wouldn't we? Of course, do your thing, girl. That was also really scary. And I do remember there were a few where I got a couple snarky comments, and I was just like, whatever. You don't pay my bills. So after I realized that I needed to go all in, I did. And I'm not talking like I set up like a home office and I was working 8 hours a day. So I'm talking like 5-minute intervals during snack time, while nap time, while watching TV, while watching whatever. This was very, very small pockets of time throughout my day. And I'll tell you what, over the next year, the following year, I reached the top 2% of the company while also getting pregnant. And then I replaced that desk job I had before that paycheck, that salary, that income. So I had now replaced that income. And like I said, I also got pregnant with number 2. So it's not like I was dedicating huge amounts of time to this. I was really tired. So I was sleeping a lot. If the big one was sleeping, I was sleeping. I was dragging. I was trying to keep up with a now almost 2-year-old, and I was still doing it. And it's simple. Like, I found the time, and I rearranged priorities, and I knocked it out. Now I'm not saying this has to go and replace any full-time job, any career that you love, I'm not telling you have to replace anything, but you could. If you don't want to, this could just be the extras. This could give you a little bit more financial freedom. This could give you a little bit more time freedom. This could buy the extras for your family. It could also allow you to give back more, which has done for us. It could also just allow you a little bit more freedom to do the things that you want to do. It certainly does not have to replace anything, but it could. So on top of that, I was now pregnant with number 2. I was about to, have her, and I was thinking, I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about if I'm going back to a job. I don't have to worry about maternity leave. I don't have to worry about cutting back from 2 paychecks to 1. I don't have to worry about, like, this is amazing. This is such an incredible place to be. And it hit me, oh my gosh, you can't have it all, but I kind of have it all. Like, I don't have to leave my kids. I'm contributing financially to our family in such a big way. And on top of that, I've found this community of women that support me and love me and cheer me on every single step of the way. And it dawned on me like, oh, this is where I was supposed to be. Like, this is it. Like, these women, this community, this company with on top of the paycheck and on top of just how incredible they are, just the trips and the gifts and the bonuses and the support and just the wholeheartedly how they have our back at every turn. I just feel so incredibly lucky, not only that Wendy didn't stop reaching out to me, but also that this company even allows us to partner with them. Like, I can't believe it. Sometimes I can't believe it. And if you can't believe it either, I just want you to know that there is room for you, that we want you, that we're waiting for you, and that you can do it. And it can look like anything that you want it to look like. You just have to say yes. Okay? All right. So if you have questions and you know me personally, I'd love to answer those questions for you. If you don't know me, please reach out to the person that sent this to you, or you're, maybe you've just found this video. Reach out to a consultant. We would love to talk to you. Like I said, we're waiting for you. We want you, and there's room for you. This company is not slowing down. We are expanding globally in a new country every year. We've got innovative, industry disrupting products releasing every year, usually 2 or 3 products a year. And I'm not talking just willy-nilly like side products. These are real products that are changing the skincare and beauty industry, and they're not stopping. The doctors have lined up, I think it's like the next 10 years of products that are finishing up being developed now. So we're not stopping. There's room, and it's yours. It's yours to take. You just have to say yes. Okay? Bye.